What if I told you that some of the greatest soccer players to ever touch a ball never lifted the biggest trophy in sports? Not Cristiano Ronaldo, not Lionel Messi. They eventually got their glory. But legends like Johan Cruyff, Paolo Maldini, and Ferenc Puskás, they spent their entire careers chasing the FIFA World Cup and watched the dream slip away. These weren't average players. They changed soccer forever. Yet when history remembers World Cup champions, their names are often missing from the conversation. Here are the greatest players who never won the World Cup. Winning the World Cup isn't just about talent. You need the perfect teammates, the perfect coach, and sometimes just a little bit of luck. These icons had almost everything, except the one trophy that defines football greatness. Let's count them down. Number 5, George Best. George Best was football's first global superstar, blessed with dazzling dribbling, incredible balance, and unmatched creativity. The Northern Irish winger became the face of Manchester United during the late 1960s. He even won the Ballon d'Or in 1968. But there was one problem. Northern Ireland simply wasn't strong enough to compete consistently on the world's biggest stage. Best never even played in a World Cup finals tournament. Many believe that if he had been born in Brazil, Germany, or Argentina, he might have become a World Cup champion. Instead, one of football's brightest stars never got the chance. Number 4, Paolo Maldini. Few defenders in history have been as complete as Paolo Maldini. Elegant, intelligent, and unbelievably consistent, he played more than 2 decades at the highest level. He won multiple Champions League titles, countless Serie A trophies, but with Italy, the World Cup always ended in heartbreak. In 1994, Italy reached the final against Brazil. The match went to penalties. Brazil won. Ironically, Italy finally lifted the World Cup in 2006, 2 years after Maldini had retired from international football. One of football's greatest captains never got his perfect ending. Number 3, Ferenc Puskás. During the 1950s, Hungary was nearly unbeatable. Leading them was Ferenc Puskás, one of the greatest goal scorers the game has ever seen. Hungary entered the 1954 World Cup as overwhelming favorites. They even defeated West Germany 8-3 earlier in the tournament. Then came the final. Puskás scored early. Everything seemed to be going according to plan. But West Germany produced one of the greatest upsets in sports history, winning 3-2 in what became known as the Miracle of Bern. Puskás never got another chance. Number 2, Johan Cruyff. Some players win trophies. Others change the sport forever. Johan Cruyff did both, except at the World Cup. His philosophy of total football revolutionized soccer and inspired generations of coaches, including Pep Guardiola decades later. At the 1974 World Cup, Cruyff led the Netherlands to the final. The Dutch even scored before West Germany touched the ball. It looked like destiny. Instead, Germany came back to win 2-1. Cruyff never returned to another World Cup. One match separated genius from immortality. Number 1, Roberto Baggio. Few moments in sports are as heartbreaking as Roberto Baggio's final penalty in 1994. After carrying Italy through the knockout rounds, almost single-handedly, everything came down to one kick. He stepped forward, shot. The ball flew over the crossbar. Brazil became champions. That single miss unfairly defined his legacy. Because without Baggio, Italy probably wouldn't have reached the final at all. Sometimes history remembers one moment and forgets an entire career of brilliance. Winning the World Cup is football's greatest achievement, but not winning it doesn't make these legends any less extraordinary. They inspired millions, changed how the game is played, and proved that greatness isn't measured by trophies alone. So here's the question. Which player do you think is the greatest footballer never to win the World Cup? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible stories from the world of soccer.